Are you feeling down right now? If you are, here's something that I do to change my energy fast into feeling negative to feeling more positive. And I want to share that with you in the hopes that it might help you as well to make that fast shift. I'm sure you've heard of this before. I heard of it a lot before I even tried it, and I thought it doesn't work or it won't work for me. For some reason, I was coming up with a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of excuses why I shouldn't try it. Until one time I decided, fine, I'm going to give it a try. And when I tried it, I just had to do it repetitively, frequently. And now, whenever I need to, that's when I do it. And when I do it, I feel this shift in my mindset and with my energy. Like I feel better. So, what is it? It's called gratitude. See, I told you, you've heard of that before. But before you tune out, here's how I do it. When I'm feeling down, if you're feeling down right now, I, let's say I am feeling down right now, I start thinking of things that I can be grateful for. And there's a lot of things to be grateful for. But when you're in that tunnel of depression or just feeling negative, it's hard to see what to be grateful for. So I start with something small. Um, I tell myself I'm grateful for the air. I'm grateful for the blue sky. I'm grateful for the trees. I'm grateful for the floor I'm standing in. I'm grateful for this yellow curtain behind me because it's pretty and it makes me feel better. I'm grateful for the shirt that I have that I'm wearing because a lot of people don't have clothes, proper clothes to wear, and I grew up not having multiple shirts to wear every day, and now I do. Um, I'm grateful that I can breathe better. I was really sick last weekend, and so I could hardly breathe, and I spent 3 days in bed just trying to figure out if I can, feel better or move. Now I can actually breathe better. So I am grateful that I can do that. I'm grateful for my phone, that I can actually afford a phone and record this for you and share this tool that hopefully can help you too. Now, you don't have to go fancy in doing your gratefulness activity. You can do this anytime, right? You don't have to have a nice journal and you don't have to do it every single day, every night, or every morning. You can do it whenever you feel like doing it. And the point is to just do it. Um, don't worry about how you're going to do it, just do it. If you're driving, let's say you're listening to this and you're driving, then keep your hands on the wheel and just start saying it out loud. I am grateful for this car, grateful for this raggedy car that still takes me from point A to point B. I am grateful that I am able to rent a car. Let's say you're driving a rental car, I'm able to rent a car, or I'm grateful I'm able to borrow my friend's car or borrow my parents' car because I can't afford a car yet. If you're in a bus, I'm grateful that I can afford the bus that takes me from point A to point B. And if you do have access to any paper, get a scratch paper and a pen and write it on the scratch paper, even if you don't keep the scratch paper. If you keep it, that's great. If not, then don't. There's no rule in how you should do your gratefulness mindset shift. It's just about doing it, right? I usually just say it out loud, kind of like what I just did right there with you, and I did it while recording this. You can also use the apps on your phone. I do that too when I feel like writing something but I can't get a hold of a pen or paper. I pull up my notes app on my phone and start typing. I'm grateful for this notes app that I can actually write my notes on here. I'm grateful that I can read. I'm grateful that I can write. I'm grateful that I can uh, see. I'm grateful that my hearing is great. I'm grateful that I had lunch earlier, that I actually had food when a lot of people don't. As you can see, you can be grateful for a lot of things It doesn't have to be a grand thing like I'm grateful for the lots of money that I have, because most of the time the people who I've met a lot of people who has a lot of money but they don't feel grateful for it because they forget what really matters. So think about what matters for you right now at the moment that you're feeling sad. Maybe be grateful for the opposite of what you're feeling. Be grateful also that you're feeling down. You're like, why? Why should I be grateful for that? Because if you're feeling down, then it helps you have a different perspective. Maybe there's a reason why you're feeling down. Is it because you didn't take your medication earlier? So you can be grateful that you're feeling depressed right now actually helps you remember to take your medication. So tomorrow, make sure you take your medication on time. Or are you feeling down because you lost a job? And feel that pain. I'm not saying, to disregard it because your pain is valid. Whatever you're feeling is valid. But I just want you to know that if you're ready or when you're ready to make that shift of energy from feeling negative to positive and you've processed your pain, this is something that can help you get out of that depression zone and start having that shift. It might not be a big shift, but it will be a shift that you will notice. So, as an action step for you today, go ahead and start saying something you're grateful for. The moment you stop this video, don't do anything else. Take a deep breath and give yourself 1 minute to go say something that you're grateful about. As many as you can. Just say it out loud. You don't have to write it, as I mentioned. That's your action step for today. Stop the video. Give yourself 1 minute to say as many things that you can be grateful of. Now, go.